up, y'all? Welcome to your Cosmic Quest. This is your girl Cosmo here with another reading for y'all. And I know it's not a weekly or anything like that, but I decided to do something a little different this week considering I didn't really have a lot of time to get prepared for the weeklies coming up. And anyway, I'm deciding to do a little something different anyway. I'm thinking about doing bi-weeklies coming forward. But aside from all that, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys this week. A little interaction, a little fun, and it is like who's coming into your life and all the extra good stuff that come with that kind of information. Now, I do want to point out that these readings are not necessarily 100%. Okay, I'm not saying that this is definitely going to happen to you, and this is who's coming into your life, but this is, by choice what your energies are, where your energies are, and who could come into you potentially. There's no guarantee, but I thought this would be a fun thing to do. So, knock yourself out. Pick the card that's the most drawn to you guys. This is option number 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Figure out which card is drawn to you the most, or figure out what you're drawn to, which card you're drawn to, and then there's a link in the description to go straight to the cards that you're the most drawn to. Okay, y'all. I know I do apologize for being able to get the weeklies out or getting any sort of sign dedicated readings out this week, but I figured why not have a little fun, especially after this eclipse energy. I've been really feeling like doing something non-traditional, if you know what I mean. So let's go ahead and start. Go ahead and pick your cards, family, and I'll be right here. All right, family, you picked option number 1. So let's go ahead and get started with this reading here. Now, remember that these readings, especially pick card readings like this, in regards to who may come into your life, they're all just for fun and entertainment. There's not a whole lot I would put into this, but this is definitely based off of your energy at this time. Remember, energy is fluid. Free will is fluid. There's no absolute. However, if this does happen to you, don't say I didn't tell you. So, okay. So you guys have Opal, the Opal one. But I have a card in here that tells you what crystals are related to the connection between you and this person that's coming into your life. So let's go ahead and get started with the first card that's laying on the very top. Okay. And this is usually the card that I would pick for timing, the energy that surrounds the both of you, etc. Now, the timing may be that it's somewhere around October, November, end of that time. This is just like an estimate. But as far as the energy that's surrounding the both of you, there's a lot of extreme changes, a lot of transformation that Pluto usually comes in. It's extreme cases, and it's usually very, very intense. But your connection is so strong that there's a lot of powerful evolving from the both of you, for the both of you. Now, the fact that you guys have blue lace agate, I think honestly, the fact that you have this speaks a lot of volumes. Now, from what I've personally understood about agate, it's that it's a very spiritual crystal. All of them are very spiritual, right? But I feel like with this blue, especially next to Pluto, there's a lot of psychic connection between you and them. So that's just what I'm picking up from the energy. But let's go ahead and read into what blue lace agate is. Okay, so it's self-expression. Blue lace agate connects spirit with intellect, highlighting into integrity. It enhances the ability to communicate effectively what is in your mind and your heart. Self-understanding. Attune to your inner being to express the fullness of who you are. Be confident when speaking in public, as you have much to share. You may have been silent in the past. Repressing thoughts and feelings causes throat problems. So, speak your mind gently, honestly, and clearly. You have the gift of sincerity and use it wisely. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read you the chakras that it does affect. The throat, eye, heart, and crown chakra. The timings are Gemini and Pisces. So that usually talks about So we've already passed Gemini season. Something tells me too that with Pluto energy, I say November, right? And this, of course, is no joke. It's 11/11. Something tells me too that this may be a soul, like a twin flame connection. At the same time, this can also indicate that you've already met the person. The person's already changed your life in such an extreme way. Like, this person that's coming in is already someone that pre-exists. Because just by the way this is, self-expression, it's a pre-existing energy. You always have that. So this is an energy in which this energy pre-exists. So if you haven't met this person may be coming in soon, in regards to, you know, transformations and things like that. We'll look into more timings, because obviously each card can tell us a little bit something about timing. And I want to make something clear too. Timing doesn't matter, because you can meet this person now, you can meet this person later, 5 years from now. It doesn't matter. Right now, what it matters is the energies that's playing out, and if those energies really correlate to what we're dealing with right now. And I feel like you've been doing a lot of changing of your own life, of your own belief system, of your own self, and it's coming out in different ways, in very expressive ways, which is really awesome. I just kind of get this feeling that some of you guys may be dealing with someone that you already know, someone you're already dealing with. Okay, now the divination message. Okay, speak your heartfelt truth with integrity and confidence. Do not fear being judged. Expect news shortly and keep lines of communications open. Events unfold slowly. True, and that's like typical Pluto energy. So, like, because Pluto's energy is is generational. So, I think it's no coincidence that it's happening slowly. So, anyway, return to basics and start again if necessary. Focus your mind and open your intuition. Like I said, very spiritual energy I was getting from this. Your life will be long and happy, except your sensitive side. And that is all where your sensitivity is to your spirituality. So, really big messages here. Already coming out the back. So let's see what other cards you got. I pulled, this is the first two cards. See, the first three cards, or four. I pulled a lot of cards. I just pulled whatever came out. I honored the pulls. So this is really the energy that you're coming, that you have here with this person. So 3 of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Wow. So you are really drawn to this individual. You have a lot of strong spiritual connection with this energy. You do love each other, and I don't think you guys are together right now because of that 3 of Cups. And the Ace of Wands indicating there is a potential for reunion. You guys already know who this person is. Some of y'all already know. Some of y'all are very drawn to this individual. Some of you guys can read this person no problem. Like, this person is your twin. Like, you guys, in a sense of like, you guys have the same things going on, same feelings, same ideals. You guys act like twins. I wouldn't necessarily straight up say this is a twin flame connection, even though it could be. But I definitely see like you guys have a lot of similarities to one another. And you guys call on each other. That energy is very deep. And I wonder if you guys even dream about each other or visit each other in dream world. You know, but that 3 of Cups, that's a reunion. Ace of Cups, that's the rekindling of an old flame. Something is re-sparking. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the energies that the person that's coming in is coming in with. Characteristics. 7 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Damn, this person is pretty defensive, and it's understandable. If we're looking at the 10 of Swords, this person has a lot to be defensive of. They're very protective of themselves. And I think they've been really hurt badly. And also, too, guys, feel free to switch the sides, you know. If you correlate more with this side, then this could be the person that's coming in, right? But I kind of get this feeling that this person is very, like, they've been through some seriously hard times. And even though they're in a good place now with the 7 of Wands rather, they're still very conscientious of what they could lose, what could end, what could hurt them. And they're very conscientious of what's coming in. I don't think they're rejecting anything that's coming in. The 7 of Wands and Queen of Swords don't tell me they're rejecting someone right away, but they're definitely more conscientious of pain. Okay? Definitely interesting. This person could also be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Person could also be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We got 2 water energies here. They could have some placements that are significant to that, or they're just very sensitive and they take very seriously their emotions. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the 3 oracle cards that I had pulled for you guys. Mm. Okay, y'all have separation. See what I'm saying? The connection here I'm getting. This is reunion, the card of reunion, the getting together, groups, inner groups, and then the Ace of Wands. This is getting, getting the flame sparked all over again with separation. Time apart with your partner is on the horizon. Sorry for that glare. It's picking up my webcam really well there. Okay. So, yeah. Hang on. Okay. I guess it's not going to refocus. But yeah, like, see, separation. So I feel like you guys had a time of separation. Either you guys are going through a separation right now, are in a current state of separation, or you guys are the that separation that you have or you had at this time is in the process of closing, meaning that this is the ending bit of that situation, of that separation ending. Okay, there we go. Boom. So you guys also have surrender to obsessive thinking. I pulled this in regards to what you may need to surrender for this person to come in, what you're currently surrendering as this person is coming in. So I kind of feel like with separation here, this is in progress. Either you guys are already going through this, it's already happened. You guys are currently coming out of this stage of separation. That's what I'm getting of. And how that's happening is because there's some reduction of overthinking, of obsessive thinking, of constant thought processes going to this person, or going to a certain situation, or replaying a circumstance in which the Ten of Swords may have happened between you and them. There may have been some sort of betrayal, some sort of sadness, something ending really badly to make this person stand on guard, but there's love here that will transcend this Ten of Swords. This person is recovering too. So I kind of get this feeling that someone is letting go of the thoughts of this could have happened better, I could have done something differently, etc., etc. Like what it says here, it says, if you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity, or even solve the problem. And I feel like that kind of heightened when you guys separated. That whole thinking of, what went down, what could have been better. It happens, But I kind of get this vibe, too. That you guys are also letting go of that kind of thoughts. That kind of thinking. Okay. And the last card that you got as far as advice to go with your reading is a leg up. Willing to receive some help from your friends? The Three of Cups is friendships too. A leg up is also receiving help or lending a helping hand when need be. Knowing that you're not doing everything by yourself. You're not alone in a situation. And I kind of feel like you may have people around you that are very close to you that already know that strong connection that you have. I think there's a very small knit group. Maybe only one person out of that group that knows that. But I kind of get this feeling that they're around to kind of help you through this. Or at least provide some sort of support. At the same time, I kind of feel like both of this energy is you. But it also can reflect both, the other person that's coming in. This person may have hurt you, and this person, but you're learning to release that guard, right? Lower your guard. Or your guard is, already lowered to a very significant degree, even despite what what's hurt you, right? The betrayal, the feeling of not, being able to trust the situation thoroughly, because something may come up that may cause the situation to end in a very bad way. It's this connection that helps that too. There's something about this connection that really, that, I don't know, somehow causes transformation of yourself to really put yourself in a situation where you know your value, you know your worth, and you stand by that belief, but still be open to, to other people. It's very interesting, y'all. It's very interesting. I think that the biggest thing right now is not overthinking. It's about just being and being prepared. overthinking about how something could be possible, trying to logically decide, size it up. But the King and Queen of Cups, they're not very logical in the sense of, putting A to B. Love is love. And love always returns. Love is existent in us forever. So I really think that the situation here, it's going to be bringing some really big changes, some transformational changes, maybe changes that blow your mind that you didn't really see coming, because you no longer let your mind go into that direction of overthinking it. Very powerful message this time. So whoever picked this message, best of luck to you, and thank you so much for watching. I'm planning to have a sale going on around tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, so somewhere between there it's going to start. But I'll have the link and everything below. I would love for you guys to participate in that before the sale goes out, and everything will be in the description when you guys watch this video. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Unless you had another card that you picked, because you can pick whatever card you want on top of another card if you feel most drawn to it, or even all of them if you want to. Go ahead and stay tuned. But otherwise, take care, family. Welcome back, family. For those of you that chose option 2, let's go ahead and get started with this. As a small reminder, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody. These are not necessarily, 100% guarantees that this person, whoever this person is that kind of turns out to be in this card, in these cards that describe this to you, describe to us who's coming in, whatever. That doesn't mean it's 100% gonna happen. So this is purely entertainment. This is purely for fun. And we're just going to take a glance at who could possibly come in with their current energies right now, okay? So let's get into that without killing the vibe. Let's get into it. So I already have a card in here that really talks about the gems. And I just like to put a little, crystal in here. Whatever you're drawn to, right? So let's go ahead and see what the first card is. Capricorn, I use. All right. So Capricorn energy, this kind of tells us a bit of the timing a little bit. Oh yeah, at least I like to use this card in this regard for this as timing. But it also can indicate to you the energies that you guys have around each other. Now the fact that that Capricorn I use is coming up, that means it could indicate that, and especially it's interesting with 22. And it's funny, option number 1 had 11. It's funny. But anyway, you guys have 22 as option number 2. And it's funny because some of you guys may end up meeting this person around this eclipse, all right? Well, like maybe prior to the eclipse, after the eclipse, or this could literally be talking about Capricorn season that you guys may meet. Now, at the same time, it could be that there's a lot of Capricorn energy, meaning there's a lot of traditions surrounding this relationship, a lot of time involved, or there's a lot of power involved in this relationship. This could also indicate what has power over you, right? Because the Capricorn energy is about, having power, having strength, and yourself, not necessarily in external situations. And what is the Devil card, right? The Devil card is the energy that, is the card that loans Capricorn's energy, which talks about what has power over you. What do you no longer give power to? Okay, so I kind of get this vibe that you guys kind of may have an uncontrollable connection. Not uncontrollable, but you guys are really drawn to each other. There's something that really makes you feel like you can't contain yourself with this individual. But it's about learning your power through this uncontrollable energy. Very interesting. That's what I'm getting from that energy there. But Capricorn energy would definitely talk about traditions, business partnerships sometimes. It could be this person is, comes in through work in some degree. Some sort of success, some sort of career aspect. But yeah, so the card that you guys have is number 11. Look at that. 22 and 11. This is the 11th card. See that 11 right there? Hopefully y'all see that. But you have Bloodstone as the card for this reading. This is a crystal that helps us to understand the vibe or the energy that you and this person have together. This is the crystal that represents the energy you both have together. So let's take a closer look at this. All right. Okay, Bloodstone. Bloodstone has always had a powerful connection with maintaining vitality, regulating menstruals, and staunch blood loss, as well as purifying the kidneys. Self-understanding. You are a magical being, an enigma. Excuse me, not an enigma. a an amalgam of your individuality, your family, and your environment. Let go of the past. Look closely at your ancestral line. Recognize toxic patterns subconsciously running your life. Break away and be strong. You may be unnecessarily aggressive or defensive. Acknowledge mistakes and let inner disharmonies be transmuted. Now, the timings for this is Aries, Libra, Pisces, which would be somewhere around April, March, April, September, October, and yeah, like March, April, and then February, March. Okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you'll meet this person around that time, especially considering that this card here comes up. It can help kind of tie it together, get a better understanding of what we're looking at. But I kind of get this vibe too that the energy is like very similar to option number one, where you already know this person. Just by the way that these, double numbers are coming up, synchronicities, it's coming up like this. And it's really weird where it hits the most. It says it purifies and aligns lower chakras. So that means your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus. Those energies is where they're going to really hit the most. And of course, because it just said it'll fix, it'll help with menstrual cycles, regulating that. So I kind of get this vibe that there's a lot of sexual energy that's connected to this energy. And it's funny I brought up the devil earlier because the devil energy is also very sexual. It's very taboo. So you are drawn to this individual sexually, or you get something from this person that activates something around your sacral chakra, or at least has you taking a closer look at that. Now let's take a look at the divination message. Detoxification and chaos precedes transmutation. Perseverance is needed. Locked doors open. Okay, locked doors open. Obstacles are swept away, and romance blossoms. Preserve your good reputation. Recognize your enemies and keep them close. Do not be deceived. A farewell is called for. Mourn appropriately and let go. You are a spiritual warrior. Be assertive. Damn. All right. Well, that's a pretty intense message. Okay, definitely no pressure there. So I did pull a couple cards for you guys. This is for, in regards to, your energy, what you're coming up with, and then the other person's energy. So this is you, this is them. We're going to pull yours first, see what energy, that you have going on that's pretty much calling them. Oh, okay. Knight of Cups. Seven of Cups. Temperance. Lots of dreams. Okay. You guys are very patient. You know who this person is. Okay. I think this person has come up in your dreams. This is someone that you want. This is someone that's a dream come true. But I feel like this is a person that would be a dream come true, but you're looking at this as too good to be true. Some of you guys may be like, yeah, okay. But some of you guys, with this temperance energy, I feel like there's no doubt. I feel like you guys know this person's coming in, despite the odds of a circumstance. No matter if you manifested them, manifested that sort of feeling that you may want from them, contentment, happiness, you may have already decided this is what's going to come into your life. This is you. This is your love. I feel like this person will definitely show up, may make you doubt in some areas, or it will bring to light a lot of your gift of manifestation. Because we don't manifest people, we manifest feelings. And I feel like you guys are coming from a place of manifesting emotionally. In an emotional place, how do you want to feel in a relationship? You want things to be balanced. You're keeping things balanced very well. And as a matter of fact, you're opening the door for them to come in. Like this is no joke. You're about to manifest this person into your life. Okay? So, like, you're about to manifest a relationship, the perfect partner, I feel. But I feel like the only thing probably standing in your way is the doubt, if there's any. If there's any at all. If there's not no doubting, no nothing, it's strictly that, this energy is about the options. You're sifting through, you're window shopping right now. You're trying to decide which one of these are really my boo. Like, is this what I want? You're kind of piecing them together. You're getting all the instruments together. You're piecing them together. You're trying to formulate what it is that you want, and you're gonna manifest that. You're gonna bring that into your life if you haven't already. So let's take a look at the energy or the characteristics of the person that's coming into your life. Page of Wands, someone that's fun, someone that's exciting. Knight of Cups, actually, someone that's very romantic. I really feel like this is someone that you may either, like, it's right next to the Seven of Cups as well. So I feel like, with all honesty, there's no coincidence that this person's gonna be extremely dreamy. Okay, and I kind of get this vibe too that this person's kind of coming in already knowing who you are, maybe already having feelings, maybe some feelings that were not necessarily, dealt with at the time. And then you got the Fool, someone taking a leap of faith. Damn, it's a big energy here. You got Major Arcana next to Major Arcana, and a Minor Arcana is next to Minor Arcana. There's no coincidence, family. This is just crazy. So, yeah, that's number 14 with 0. Okay, so I kind of get this vibe that for a lot of you guys, who you guys want coming in, I feel like this is someone that you've had your eye out on for a while. Maybe you had romantic feelings before. This is the next lover for you. Some of you guys straight up this can indicate that this is a brand new individual. This is someone that's coming out of the woodworks to express their feelings, and they could be a friend, someone that you already know, someone that you have a good time with, and they want to express themselves to you and open up to you with that Knight of Cups, because of just why the Fool energy and the Knight of Cups energy. This could be a person that may have feeling for you, a friend that has feelings for you. And the reason why this looks like it's probably doubtful in your eyes, like no way is this possible, is because this is your friend, or this is someone that you've known that you may not have considered as an option. Because you have all these options here, but have you considered any of these options, right? I think the Seven of Cups is considering options. I don't know if you've seen this person yet. Just by the way they're coming out of the blue like this, it's just almost like, wow. And they are perfect. But the thing is like, is this the person that you want, right? Maybe that's where the doubt comes in at all. But again, not really any extreme doubt, but this person really hits all the points that you really want. Hits all the things that you really, really want in your relationship. Fun, flirty, exciting, that's something that you definitely desire. Someone that's lighthearted and willing to do and explore, going on adventures. And this person is romantic and sensitive, and they're attuned to your emotions and to theirs. Like, they're very, very good at picking things up. Because whenever they're obsessed with something, they're going to pick up every little detail, right? So I kind of get this vibe. This person is definitely not necessarily trying to match your person by, snooping into yourself, but they're connected to you and they are your person because that's just who they are. And then you have the Fool and Temperance. This person is going to be taking a leap of faith, which is why you're patient. It's almost like you're waiting on them to make their first move. You already know who this is. You already know maybe who's coming in. You already know what you want, and you're just waiting for the person to come in. You may not notice them at first. Not in the sense of like you don't see them coming at you and offering love. You may not notice that this is the person that you wanted, because even though all the feelings are going to be there, you never envisioned it. You never really envisioned this person being your person, but this person may be your person. Okay? All right. So you guys had a lot of cards with major arcanas coming out. Oh, sorry, you have a lot of like oracle cards coming out for your readings. No, you guys had the most for out of all the options. So you guys have for the the status for your reading. You have codependency, and chemistry coming up for the both of you guys. Okay, this is just the energy that's picking up from both of you. Now, codependency, addictions are affecting your love life, and there is a strong magnetic connection here. Okay, now codependency can talk about overextending yourself, putting yourself in a situation where people, or you are needed 90% of the time, right? Where you can't really give of yourself because you're giving already enough of yourself to everyone else. Codependency can also talk about needing to be needed. And that can be one of those, it can be kind of unhealthy if you want to be needed all the time, or you want to be, desired. You want people to look for you to help them because it gives you some sort of gratification of self-worth. But I'm not really getting that vibe for this relationship. Believe it or not, I kind of feel like with the codependency energy, it's not necessarily that you guys, feel like you want to be needed by your partner, but more like you guys desire each other so strongly, which is why that chemistry is so intoxicating, right? It's intoxicating in a way. Like, you guys can't get enough. And it's like, I'm not trying to say that the codependency energy is that you guys are both codependent with each other, but it's more of like you guys feel like you need each other, or something like you can't live without this individual. There's something strong and magnetic with this individual, and that's where I feel like that's the codependency and the bloodstones really compare together very well, especially when it's infecting your sacral chakra, your root chakra, and your solar plexus. Solar plexus. Those energies together, and then all that passion, all that romance. There's something drawing you with this individual. You don't get a lot of sexual energy with this reading, but with the fact that Capricorn's coming up, the bloodstone, like I said, not a lot of sexual energy, but there's so much strength in that energy together. I feel like you guys improve your sexual health together. You guys improve some sort of sexual health, or you guys improve some sort of chakra health that's in the lower area. Very interesting. So what have you been surrendering to bring this person into your life? Wow, you've been surrendering to frustration. Like, again, I'm not getting a lot of, sexually energetic cards, but sexual frustration is one of the things that can come up. So you're releasing that. You're surrendering to that. Or you guys are, or in order to bring this person into your life, the release of frustration may be calling to, open the door to, to let this person in. So frustration doesn't open any doors. The key, that's what I was, okay. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup, so you may approach the situation more calmly. And that is exactly what y'all doing right now with the Temperance energy. You are literally taking a step back, not pushing yourselves in a way that, kind of, keeps things from coming in. You're figuring out a flow and a good balance, and that's how you bring this person in. Like I said, I kind of already had the vibe that you guys were already surrendering to someone, or surrendering a part of yourself that's opening the door to someone else coming in. And you getting everything together, you being so self-sufficient, is bringing someone in to kind of, in a way, satisfy a lot of those needs. Now, you guys have two cards as far as your advice for this relationship. It's Thinker and Flexible. Now, it's very interesting because Thinker is number 44, okay? And we already had 22 and 11 come up. And the fact that, 44 is coming up is pretty doggone crazy. But Thinker pretty much means, to stop and think, to really consider, different options, plan your steps before taking them, sort of energy, right? It's not necessarily about doing anything necessarily, but about planning your next move. And what Flexible is coming up, it's almost telling me that right now you may want to plan to be not lenient, but open to what this person is going to be bringing into your life. Lots of things are maybe changing with you and this individual, but the biggest thing is that you want to be open to learning from this energy, learning from this person, or learning what you need to learn from the connection altogether about yourself. Because Thinker, like I said, isn't about taking any steps, it's about planning those steps, thinking or seeing something from a different perspective. And the Flexible card is about allowing yourself to be adaptable to your surroundings. You may be asked to be adaptable, and as much as you crave this person, or as much as this person craves you, or how much you crave each other, there may be something here that will help you unlock something about yourself that will heal your lower energies, right? Very interesting. And perhaps even fulfill your dreams of happiness with this person. With your life, period. There's something that unlocks with this individual, and it's getting rid of this of the codependency, whatever that is, the need for something, the desire, this one, this traditional way of thinking, the one way that you know how. It's like almost changing that kind of dynamic, right? That kind of traditional thinking. What do you feel you cannot live without? And you can live without it because the person is dealing with something very similar. And freeing yourself, because you got a lot of cards that talk about freeing. The Fool, the Temperance energy, I feel like, is all about freedom in a sense, because look at how everything's free flowing, nothing's restricted, nothing's stopped. Everything's in a beautiful flow and a balance. And then the Page of Wands, they do whatever the hell they want to do anyway. They're kids. And they go on adventures. They're free. That energy, in my opinion, is about setting yourself free from whatever is holding you back. It's usually, this is a really interesting way of seeing it. And the fact that you have these two cards here with, flexibility or flexible and thinker, it's like there's something that may be wanting, there's something here that may help to relax those shoulders a little bit, to find your new footing and your new self and take new risks in new directions. But it starts by letting go of the old things that keep you from doing that, right? A lot of those doubts that I'm getting. Interesting, family. Interesting reading this time. Thank you guys so much for participating in this type of read. And I also have a sale going on for Instant Go. It'll either start tomorrow or Thursday. Either one of those. I'll decide it in the description box. You'll know the details there. But all my stuff on Instant Go, because it's just a quicker, easier way for me to give readings out to you guys, especially on mobile time. We all out doing stuff. It makes sense, right? I really want to be able to give you guys reading stuff that are, affordable, and that's what this season is going to be bringing in. A lot of discounted, fun readings that you guys can do with me on the go, with your Instant Go. All that information is going to be there in the bottom, so go ahead and participate, guys. I'd hate for you to miss the sale. And as always, family, love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Unless you picked some other cards, stay tuned, but if y'all didn't, take care, y'all. Bye for now. All right, for all my family members that have picked number 3, let's get into it. This is not the last, nor it is the least. It is the option that you have chosen that may indicate to us who the boo is coming in, right? Who's coming into your love life. Now, again, guys, this does not mean that this is a guarantee. This doesn't mean this will happen. Please understand that this is purely entertainment, and that this is, just pretty much going based off the current energies that you're giving me right now doing this reading. So, that said, and all those disclaimers going on ahead, let's go ahead and get started, okay? Love this gem here. It's so nice. I believe this is jade, but I don't think it's jade. Obsidian, I think it is. Actually, this is obsidian. I gotta look up again what that one is. But it's all good. I've had these crystals for years when I was a little kid, so it's all good. So let's take a look at the first card. It kind of helps us give a little bit of an idea about timing. And you guys have the card for Scorpio, okay? I also pulled another card here, the crystal card, as you see, which helps us to kind of get the vibe. What crystal would represent your relationship or connection with this person the best? And even though there's a card, the crystal that comes up on top, and, I don't know. I just kind of feel like it was just, it's nice because you're drawn to it. It doesn't really mean anything about the connection between you, but this one does. So anyway, timing as far as it goes, maybe somewhere around Scorpio season, October, November time. However, it doesn't have to be necessarily just timing. This is the energy that surrounds you too. And this card came out very similar to option number 1. They had transformation, Scorpio, Pluto. Y'all have Scorpio, which is I transform. So there's a lot of big energy here with transformations, a lot of big energy surrounding changes, and this one here definitely strikes a big change. Now the person coming in may be a Scorpio, maybe have some sort of intense energy somewhere that really either influences you to change or you influence this person to change. You both change because the energy that you guys bring together is so intense. Okay, so there's also something spiritual about this energy, very deeply spiritual. At the same time, there may be something sexually drawing you two together. Okay, Now it's very similar to to the second option, but at the same time, I feel like it has its own uniqueness. It's not necessarily sex that you're drawn to with this person or this person to you. It's something about intimacy, depth. It's just so much deeper. That's why I went into spiritual before I even said anything about sexual energy. I feel like the way you guys do it, maybe Kundalini energy I'm getting from this, but really I'm kind of getting this vibe that this person wants to be with you in such a strong way, and vice versa, and or all together. Now you guys have polychrome, jasper. So let's take a look and see what this crystal means for you and your boo. Okay, polychromic. Yep, see? Polychrome jasper, belonging, alright? See, this is like something about coming home. It's something so strong. But anyway, polychrome jasper is a shaman stone that assists with traveling between worlds, offering protection while you travel. It helps you to remember why you are living on Earth. Self-understanding. You belong to a greater group, be it a family or a clan. If you feel isolated, reach out to others out of strength rather than neediness. The stone offers you security for companionship. Choose an animal ally. Ground your efforts in the practical everyday world. You have the gift of meditation and see all sides of an issue. Okay, the timings that it says is Leo, Libra, Aquarius, and if we're talking about the seasons, well, it's July, August for Leo, it's September, October for Libra, and it is December, February for Aquarius. But it does, again, those don't have to necessarily mean that you have to wait that long up until that point. It really can, to me, talks about the energies that are surrounding this individual and you. Now let's go ahead and read the chakras that it hits. Interesting. It talks about the spleen, which is under your left armpit. That's very specific about where it is. The Earth Star and the Soma. I'm not quite sure what those two are, but the Soma is supposedly the mid hairline. Okay, so if you got a lot of things going on with your hair, guys, or some things, some tingling around that area, this may be for you, right? So divination. Big changes are in the offing. Concentrate on practical outcomes. Be down to earth, but pay attention to dreams. Hey man, like I said, spiritual energy. Balance your emotional energies and nurture yourself to find joy. Find your power ally and stay under its protection and guidance. Give assistance to others who seek freedom. Guard against giving away your power. Big energy, family. Big energy. Alright, so let's go ahead and crack down on the characteristics between you and this individual. So I pulled some cards for both parties here. The Rider Waite, which is going to be you here, and this is the person coming in. So let's see what the cards that you got. Ooh, what are we stressed about? Okay. So you guys have a really big practical way of looking at things already from what it looks like. You already, their deepest desire at this moment is to start something brand new. Start something of your own. Something that can lead to the Ten of Pentacles. I think that's what the stress is coming up. You want to have success financially, romantically. You want to feel stable. And I think there's a lot of anxiety that's going around to kind of get to this point. Okay? I think there's some really big changes that are influencing these points too. And usually with Scorpio coming up with practical energy, it can feel like the world is literally shaking under your feet. Okay? Now, I don't know if you guys have had an earthquake or something like that, but I kind of get this vibe that some of you guys may have. But I really get this sense that the stress doesn't necessarily lie on how much money you have. It's about the longevity of the commitment that you're putting towards, if that makes sense. The longevity of the project, of the relationship that you may be wanting to put towards. Because If this is here at the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles rather, where it's at its end, right? This is the happily ever after card, really in the sense of practicality, looking beautiful, having family, down different generations, building a legacy. This is a good thing, but I kind of get a vibe that something's changed with that. Something has, either you've just left the home and you're starting your own legacy. You're leaving someone else's legacy to have something of your own. So let's go ahead and take a look at the other person and see what they got. The World. Okay. Completion of a cycle. Nice. Five of Swords. All right. Getting aggressive. And then wow, look at that. The Eight of Pentacles. All right. See, the Eight of Coins, Eight of Pentacles. You guys got both really, very pentacles and swords in the same area. The only thing that wouldn't match up, right, is obviously the major arcana with the Ace of Pentacles, but they're both very major in their own way. Even the Ace of Pentacles minor arcana, it's still in a way is a very strong energy. It's about starting something new. It's about the beginning of something new, and it's about putting hard work towards beginning this new journey. And it's the perspective of this beginning is starting something that's from practical mindset. How long is it going to take you to have this? What is your certain goal? What are you trying to nurture and grow? That will take time, right? So this is something that will take great time, but this person's already ended something and leaving something that they've, clearly evolved from. Transformation. This person's definitely transformed from this perspective. They're not mad or upset. They're living in a position where they're successful, but they're still coming from a place of the Five of Swords, which to me looks like this person is very aggressive about what they want. They're not necessarily open to compromising what they want, if they make sense, or compromising anything of their own to get some, to have some sort of balance. The Five of Swords is very aggressive, very ruthless energy. They may fight about petty things. Now, at the same time, I kind of get this vibe that this person is just very tunnel vision on what they were wanting, what they're doing, because they're so focused on that. But the Eight of Coins, right? The Eight of Coins, Eight of Pentacles, that energy is about focusing on something, really, putting your elbow grease into something. This person's working really hard right now. That's why they ain't willing to compromise, because they're working so hard. And I kind of get this vibe, they already got some sort of success from it. So they're so, not eager to get this work done, but they're so focused. They're so driven. Not that the Five of Swords is a bad thing at all, but I kind of get this vibe that they may have had to even cut people off, or there may have been ending of relationships with them because they were so adamant about doing something. They were so adamant about going for something that they're clearly still working on. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the overall energies with your relationships together with the Romance Angels, and you guys have healing family issues. The Ten of Coins is family, right? It's about building a legacy, like I said, seeing your family stretch down from generation to generation. And I feel like your relationship life, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. This, someone has evolved from something. Somebody has completed some sort of cycle here, and they're looking at what their needs are, what they want, and they're not necessarily considering someone else. I kind of get this vibe that whatever they completed, they've taken a very selfish approach, because they may have had to do some things that they may not have necessarily desired, but it may have put them in a position, to kind of do that, because otherwise they wouldn't be able to get what they want. Okay, and that's why they're working so hard. This could be in regards to some sort of family business that they have. At the same time, too, maybe you have expectations on you right now. Whoever this energy is coming up as, this speaks, as if somebody has a lot of pressure on them. If something that's already pre-established, there's a lot of pressure to start something new and be successful, even though this may not necessarily be what the person wants. And I kind of get this vibe that this person is looking at what they want versus this person, kind of reacting to everything around them. So, of course, I always say the other options. If this side resonates with you more than this side, feel free to switch the sides. Or both sides resonate with you, take all of them. This is all yours. This is your reading. This is a card. These are the cards that you picked. But I kind of get this vibe that it's stressing the person out with this person's way of approaching things, like ultimatums. There's conditions to certain things. There's nothing here for free, if that makes sense. But I kind of get this vibe that too, this person is very hard to negotiate with, because even though this person wants to start something new, there's conflict in this area to begin that. Okay, and it may be because they have their own way of doing something that they want to go ahead. It's very Emperor energy I'm getting, but no straight up energy. The no straight up Emperor card came in. So let's take a look at what you've been surrendering to bring this person in. You've been surrendering to inner peace. And this is definitely opposite to the Nine of Swords. That is not surrendering to inner peace here. But what you guys have been trying to surrender to is your inner peace. So it says cultivate inner peace on a daily basis in a quiet meditation. Excuse me. Let me see. In quiet, meditate moments. Focus on the stillness within, and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. Okay, so then I think this is in a way, the way you've been doing it, maybe that you guys have been starting a new project, right? The regular life, the way that things have been for a while, stressing you out, the way that you see it, putting your hands into something that's your own, that you're wanting to grow, that is that's giving you peace of mind, right? There's a lot of stress right now and a lot of pressure probably from like people that are your family. There's a lot of stress in regards to what something that's already established, but the way that you break free from that is starting something of your own, something that can create something very similar to this, but doesn't have the same sort of enclosing energy. That doesn't make you feel like you kind of have to live up to certain things, if that makes sense. You kind of, in a way, it's your baby. You do what you want. And you guys have poise come up for the advice that you guys get for your relationship. Nice. That means that you both are ready to achieve happiness and success, and you guys are ready to forgive your parents, forgive the relationships that have gotten you guys to stay to a place where you have these certain traditions and mindsets. I kind of even get this vibe that too, this person that has the Five of Swords maybe even considers compromising, negotiating. But I kind of get this vibe here that the Five of Swords, this person may just be adamant about getting what they want because they've been hurt too many times. They've been pushed aside too many times. They've learned something from here that's gotten this energy going. But it's also a good fuel. It is good fuel for the work that they do. They're very aggressive about how they work. And I kind of get the vibe that this person will be aggressive for you too. It's just that it's just so weird how this dynamic is. Someone that's ruthless and willing to do what they need to do because they've already had a taste of success. They already done something to a succession. Something's completed itself and they've evolved to be this way. And then this energy here that you've evolved maybe to learn, to have more, be less stressed out. There's a lot of big changes that the both of you can, inspire in both of each other. And it starts by forgiveness, surrendering to inner peace, and knowing that you have everything that you need to go ahead and do what you want to do. If this is preparation that you're worried about, if this is, something going on regarding being prepared, you have everything you need started. There's no need to worry about, not having enough stuff, because Poise is saying you got everything you need. You're ready to go. Could this mean that you're ready to go and be with this person? Because you have the fundamentals to be able to have a successful relationship with somebody that may not necessarily consider other people's needs before their own. I don't know, family. I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I